Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. Once upon a time, in a forest filled with towering trees that whispered secrets to each other in the wind, there lived a little rabbit named Luna. She was a gentle soul with soft, fluffy fur that shimmered like the moonlight filtering through the leaves. Her eyes sparkled like stars on a clear night sky, and her twitching nose could detect even the slightest scents from far away. Luna loved nothing more than exploring the forest, discovering hidden streams, secret meadows, and sparkling waterfalls. She would often wake up early every morning to watch the sunrise, feeling the warmth of the sun peeking over the treetops and painting the world with hues of pink and gold. One evening, as the sun began its slow descent into the horizon, Luna hopped out of her cozy burrow, eager to start another day of adventure. As she emerged into the twilight, the forest came alive around her. The fireflies twinkled like tiny lanterns, guiding her towards the edge of the woods. The scent of wildflowers wafted through the air, drawing her deeper into the forest. She wandered along a winding path lined with mushrooms that glowed softly in the fading light. Their caps were shaped like crescent moons, and their stems wiggled gently, like tiny fingers beckoning her to follow. Luna followed the subtle glow until she reached a clearing surrounded by towering trees that seemed to whisper stories of yesteryear. Ancient trees stood sentinel, their bark worn smooth, telling tales of seasons past. In this enchanted clearing, Luna discovered a wise old owl perched high above. His feathers shone like dark diamonds against the moonlit sky, and his wise eyes looked down at her with a knowing glint. "Greetings, young one," he said in a soft, rumbling voice. "I've been watching you wander these woods for years. You have a curious heart, full of wonder and curiosity." "Who are you?" Luna asked, her tail twitching with excitement. "I am Olwen," replied the owl, flapping his wings slowly, sending ripples across the clearing. "And I have come to take you on a journey, dear child." He settled onto a branch beside Luna, his feathers rustling softly. "You see, my dear friend," continued Olwen, "the forest is in need of healing. A great storm has passed through, leaving scars on our land. But the ancient magic within the trees tells us that they will recover, if we nurture them together." As the stars began to twinkle above, Luna nodded eagerly, intrigued by the owl's words. They set off on their quest, walking under the starry sky, which cast a silver glow across the landscape. Luna skipped ahead, her paws barely making a sound as she chased after fireflies that danced around her like tiny ballerinas. With each step, the earth felt softer beneath her feet, like the bed of a giant green mattress. As they walked, they met all manner of creatures who joined in their procession. Squirrels chattered excitedly about storing nuts for winter. Rabbits offered honey sandwiches wrapped in leafy paper, and foxes played hide and seek among the roots of ancient trees. Every creature welcomed Luna and Olwen, sharing their gifts and wisdom. The further they journeyed, the deeper the air grew quieter, filling with the sweet songs of crickets and the gentle hum of dragonflies. It was then that Luna noticed something remarkable. The flowers that bloomed on the forest floor had changed colors overnight. Red roses turned pink, orange marigolds swayed in shades of coral, and delicate violets burst forth like jewels in purple. The magic was spreading throughout the land. When they finally arrived before the damaged tree trunks, Luna gasped in wonder. Many stood tall once more, their bark scarred but strong. Olwen smiled knowingly and led Luna to a small grove of gnarled trees, their branches tangled in knots. Among these stood an enormous ash tree, its trunk twisted and broken. At its center lay a small pool of crystal clear water, reflecting the rainbow hues of sunset behind it. "Drink from the waters," Olwen encouraged, and Luna bent forward to dip her paw into the pool. As the cool liquid touched her skin, She felt a strange sensation coursing through her veins. Energy flowed into her body, repairing the cracks in her own bones, replenishing the lost color from her fur, and reviving the vibrant tones in her eyes. Together, Luna and Olwen worked tirelessly to mend the damaged tree. Leaves were carefully plucked from nearby plants and woven into a sturdy lattice to hold fast the tree's broken limbs. Soft music echoed through the forest, harmonizing with the songs of the crickets and the gentle chirping of birds. Fireflies leapt alongside the repaired tree, lighting pathways between stones, illuminating the way ahead. Hours turned into days as they labored side by side, and soon enough, the restored trees regained their vibrancy, casting dappled shadows across the forest floor. Animals returned to their daily lives, unaware of the efforts behind their rejuvenation. Even the air itself began to change, carrying a hint of fresh growth and possibility. One moonless night, as the stars began to twinkle again, Luna curled up beside Olwen in her burrow, feeling the magic still resonating within her heart. In sleep, dreams carried visions of animals playing in sun-kissed fields, wildflowers blooming freely, and crystal-clear rivers flowing lazily through hills of sapphire grasslands. But what woke Luna awake wasn't just the warmth of the embers of dawn spilling into her burrow. Instead, it was the whispering of her own heartbeat, echoing softly within her chest. She rose slowly from her spot, stretching her limbs, and taking one last look outside. There in the darkness beyond the forest boundary, Luna saw Olwen waiting patiently. Together, they shared one final moment of silence before she scampered back into the safety of her burrow. "Well done, brave young adventurer," Olwen called after Luna, smiling warmly. As the first rays of sunlight crept into the forest, their journey came to a close. Remember, love nurtures and heals when given to others. The magic remains strongest when spread by those willing hearts such as yours. And so, under the gentle glow of the night sky, every heart felt calm and safe as dreams carried them away. They lived happily ever after. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.